right, everybody, welcome to One Nation of Sports Soccer Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars, and thank you for joining us today on Monday, March 2nd. I can't believe we're in March already. This year's already flying by. I know I say that every week, but it is just flying by. Um, talking about flying by, we're gonna talk about a young man that does a lot of flying on the basketball court. Uh, when you check out his article, if you haven't seen it, he gets up above the rim, and I know that he flies out on the baseball field as well. So we're excited to be able to interview Eddy Brooks tonight from Calvary Lutheran High School, and you're going to really enjoy getting to know a little bit more about this young man. And I just want to encourage you guys with any questions or comments that you may have tonight. We'd love to hear from you. Go ahead and put that in the comment section, and we'll try to include that in on the program. So excited to hear from you guys. This is going live on Facebook as well as YouTube at the same time. So, again, just excited about being able to share Eddy's story with you and talk about his article in Sports Locker Magazine. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. All right. As you can see, that is an intimidating uh, photo of him sitting there like, I'm ready to come in and do what he did on the right side over there, come in and dunk on you. So that's it would be dunking on me. I would just get out of the way. I'm just telling you. But what a great article. Loved hearing Eddy's story, and I thought Jay did a fantastic job of capturing his personality and just a great article. If you haven't had a chance to read it, you can get a printed copy at Cal's Thriftway in California, as well as Hy-Vee right here in Jefferson City. If you want to see a digital copy, you can go to sportslockermagazine.com and check out his article, as well as a whole bunch of other student athletes in the February-March issue of Sports Locker Magazine. All right. Well, let's get right to it. Let's go ahead and bring Eddy on in here and let you guys hear a little bit about what great characteristics this young man has and the drive that he has to be the best that he can be. All right. Hey, Eddy, thanks for coming on the program.
Thanks for letting me come on here, Kurt.
Yeah, and I'm glad that your coach let you off early to come. So we want to say thank you
Yep.
to him.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. You didn't mind it because it was a little cold out, right?
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, hey, let's dig right in. Tell us a little bit about what you thought about your article in Sports Locker magazine, and what did you think about that?
Yeah, I thought like you said, Jay did an amazing job really uh putting my comments and all my answers into an amazing article. That was such a fun read. And then the pictures, those were great. Yeah, so I'm super grateful that you guys gave me the opportunity to be in it and kind of share my faith through
Yeah.
it. So
Well,
yeah,
we love to be able to meet with you and tell your story. And Katie, I think she does such a good job with taking the photos. She really tries to capture everything that she possibly can to get your personality, but also she tries to do it from a creative perspective as well, because she also does
yeah,
the design work in the magazine. So she's trying to picture, the photos along with the design, just to be able to tell your story the best way that we can. And I feel like she does a really good job on that. So
definitely.
kudos to my daughter and my son-in-law. They do a good job.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Well, what do you remember about the photo shoot, and what was that experience like for you?
Uh, yeah, so I remember coming into practice, I already had another kind of picture. I had to take a picture for something else that day. So it was really exciting to kind of get my pictures taken twice. That was really exciting. Then being the first week of practice, showing the other teammates like this is kind of what hard work, how it pays off. Kind of you get to be in these cool places, cool getting your picture taken. So it's cool to uh, be able to get your picture taken while the team was practicing. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, it was pretty impressive with you getting up above the rim and showing us some of that. That was a long, long time ago when I could get close. I only did it
Yeah.
a couple times, but that was a long, long, long time ago. So yes, it was quite impressive for me to see you doing all that. So, and it made for great pictures. So good job.
That's right. Thank you.
So what did your family and friends think when the magazine came out? What did they say about you? And did you sign any autographs? That's what we need to know right there.
Yeah, I did sign one autograph at Calvary Chiropractic. There was someone at my mom's work that wanted me to sign it, so I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
And then my mom and dad came tearing up to me after when I got home from work or from school. They said how proud they were of me, and how amazing the article was. That was really neat. And then my girlfriend's family were obviously super proud. And then my grandma, when I walked in the door, she she said how amazing it was and how proud of me. And then she sent me a letter later, uh,
yeah,
just thanking me for sharing my faith. So
yeah.
yeah,
That's wonderful. That's those will be good memories for you. And on top of that, you can
definitely.
hopefully we can get some of them making some comments tonight, saying some nice things about you in the comment section, and we'll have we'll have that forever recorded on the internet so that you can always go back and
Yeah,
look and say, I remember when they said this about me.
yeah, that'll
We'll
be
do
good.
that. Yeah. Um, in your article, you talked about moving to Iowa. You had a really good friend there. I want you to talk a little bit about that. And do you still keep in contact with that person? And then from Iowa to Missouri, tell us about all of that and how that shaped you growing up.
Yeah, so I kind of moved to Iowa when I was 5 from Minnesota. I left uh, all the family that I knew because I was born there, and so um, I was 5, but it was kind of hard, not extremely, um, but when I moved to Iowa, I found my best friends. They really kind of took me in. They already had their friend groups, but they took me in and let me play the sports with them and helped me grow in my baseball, basketball, and sport and football career. And so, kind of played all different sports with them. And then I found my best friend, who I'll consider is definitely uh, my my dearest friend, Eli Evans. He and I played many years of basketball together. I would always go to his house. He would come to my house. We would spend a long time. Probably play 4 one-on-one games every night, sometimes till dark. Go in and play 2K, and then come back out, play more basketball.
Uh,
And then uh, he would bring his dad out, and we would play 2-on-1 against him. So yeah, huge mentors, I guess, for me in my basketball career. So
yeah, that's awesome. So you were talking about you
yeah,
guys would play 4 games one on one. Um,
yeah.
how how many points would you guys go to per
Oh, we
game?
always went to 21,
Okay.
21. It got tiring a lot, but we kept pushing each other and pushing through, trying to. It'd always be um, I would win one game, he would win the next game, and so on. So it's always it's always fun to have someone like that where you can be very
Yeah.
competitive, but still be best friends at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
I was sharing with you a little bit about my brother who was a year younger than me before the program, and we
yeah,
would go out and we would do that. We'd be outside all day long, playing basketball, and during that time we would do a best of seven series, just like they did in the NBA. We would
wow,
do that, and it was 2 goals. It wasn't very long, but it was 2 goals, one
yeah.
sideways, one over here.
Oh my
And
gosh,
we'd play to 100 points each game.
holy
So
cow,
we were out there all, all day. So it
oh
was a
my
lot of fun.
gosh,
Yeah, I
that's
remember
insane.
that.
Yeah,
All right, we
that's
got a couple
awesome.
of comments coming in here real quick. So
All
let's
right,
go ahead and I'm going to take a look at some of those real quick and let you hear
sounds
about that.
good.
So, all right. So we've got from Tiffy Tiff. Let's go, Eddie. Such an amazing teammate and mentor, but even more so, young man. God has awesome plans for you, and the Russells are going to be front row watching me loudly screaming. LOL. So, uh, dang proud of you. That's awesome. And then proud of you, Eddie. Love you, Aunt Ruth. Aunt Ruth Ann. Very good. And then Eddie, you're an incredible kid, mentor, player. Way to be all that you can be. And then from Mandy McDonald, she says, we're so proud of Eddie. He truly is a strong Christian leader on and off the court. Way to go. Let your light shine. Thank you guys so much for those comments. We appreciate that. And I know that Eddie will appreciate being able to look at those again too. So what do you think about that? I mean, people they kind of like you.
Definitely.
That's good.
They kinda do, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've definitely got a lot of encouragement over the years,
yeah.
so
That
definitely
make
great
that means a
for
lot.
those people. Yeah,
Yeah, that
definitely.
very good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about being a two-sport athlete? I mean, you mentioned football when you're younger years, but being a two-sport
Yeah.
athlete, baseball and basketball, um, how how did that challenge you physically going from one to the other? Just preparing
Yeah,
for
so
those.
yeah. So, yeah, mainly two-sport athlete, this year, um, I kinda did track, freshman year, but I'm gonna get back into it, just do, long jump and triple jump this year as my senior year, trying something, kinda new, but yeah, mainly a two-sport athlete. I've had to manage my time a lot. I'm really competitive in both those sports, and I really want to succeed, and so, um I kinda have to take a step back sometimes uh, and not let myself, um, train as hard as possible for both those sports, while, baseball's going on and then while basketball's going on. And so, I've had to cut out 1 season of baseball since Calvary has 2 seasons, since we don't have football. So I kinda leave 1 season for basketball training, and then, summer training for basketball and baseball in the weight room. So yeah, kind of just a lot of managing my time, seeing where I should put my focus during this time, so I can have be the best that I am for the season. So yeah,
Very good. You've got I mean, you keep busy, obviously, and
definitely.
it's
Yep.
going from one to the other is definitely
Yeah.
a challenge and transition.
Yep.
Let's see. You're let's see. We're very proud of you and who the Lord has made you to be. Your Arkansas family.
Awesome.
Yeah, is it the Junkins? Is that correct?
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
That was my aunt and uncle.
very
Yeah.
good. Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of so this is fairly new. I mean, I'm getting used to this. Before we were just doing it off of Facebook Live, and now we've included YouTube. I'm able to stream from both
Gotcha.
at the same time. So it's been a little bit of a challenge since
Yeah.
I'm doing it all from right here. So,
Yeah.
but I'm loving seeing these comments. So that's good.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Matthew Brooks says, let's see. Not quite sure what that says on the first part, but for letting your light of Christ shine, Eddie's, we are so proud of the work God is doing through you. Love, Mom. Good.
Yeah.
Um, we know that coming from Mom, and then also from Mary Kreppel. Let's go ahead and put that one up here real quick too.
That's
Um,
also my aunt.
I told people when you were 5 that your ball skills were already exceptional. So proud of you. That's great. Thank you guys for sharing that. That makes I know it makes him thankful and appreciative, and I'm thankful that you guys are chiming in because this is a great young man, and we'll get into telling a little bit more of his story. And um, I want to ask you a couple more questions here before we go to our break. But what were
Yeah.
some of your most memorable moments in baseball, and what are you looking forward going into this year as you're just getting started?
Yeah, so um, I think my biggest memories or biggest moments watching my team succeed. I love when us as a team can succeed in our individual ways, but also as a whole. Being part of a team where there were a couple home runs in the game, that's always fun to watch. Some perfect innings from pitchers, and then having some of our bigger guys stealing bases. Always a joy to watch those big guys run as fast as they can
Uh-huh.
and slide in the base and sometimes get into a pickle. But that guy always got out of it. So it's
Yep.
neat to see that. And then kind of 10th grade, when I started at Calvary, I didn't hit very well. Kind of I couldn't hit the broadside of the barn, um, being the first. And then last year I went and was in the top of the lineup. Um, so kind of got improved quite a bit more. So that's always fun to see
Mhm.
in myself, especially.
Well, you obviously work hard at it, and it shows. Charlie Waymeyer says, "The best of the best, proud of the player and person you've become.
Mhm.
Love you, dude!" Exclamation point. Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Uh, so what? Tell everybody what positions you play in baseball. I know you kind of like said you can
Yeah,
do a lot of different things, but tell what you mainly do.
yeah. So I started off as a catcher. That was 10th grade. Kind of last year, I kind of started off with that, I guess. But then coach moved me to center field, and that's where I really shined. Um, yeah, I just kind of coach said you have long legs, you're really athletic, go play center field, and then I didn't let him down a lot. I don't think. I only made 2 errors that season, so
That's great.
it was exciting.
Only 2 errors.
Yeah,
That's really good.
yeah,
Yeah. So obviously you're fast because you play center field.
I
Can cover some
try to
ground.
be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before I forget this, I was going to tell you there's a good Christian movie called Running the Bases. If you've
Okay.
not watched that, it's a baseball story, really good. And you were talking about some of
Awesome.
the bigger guys running and stealing bases. There's a
Yeah.
really funny kid on there. You'd really like that. So
Cool. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Um, what would you say your team dynamic is different in baseball compared to basketball? How is it different?
Yeah, so they're actually pretty comparable. Both teams are really grounded in Christ and driven by being seen as kind of underdogs each year. Um, so every team kind of looks down on us, probably because we're a smaller school. But these past couple seasons, um, we've kind of outdone ourselves and really proven to be better teams uh, that people need to fear more. But obviously, this is true for uh, basketball in general. Basketball teams are going to be more hype. The practices are more hype, and then for baseball, you kind of get more chill time, more time to talk with talk with teammates, see how things are going in their life. So I think being in both sports are definitely a blessing for me.
Hmm.
Kind of same people are in both sports, so seeing them in basketball and in baseball,
Hmm.
seeing their different dynamics. So yeah,
Yeah, that's those are memories that you're building on, obviously, and we just had my I did a program on this actually not long ago, but we just had my basketball coach from 1983 a state championship basketball team, and he just recently passed away, and it was just kind of cool seeing some of the different guys making comments coming on the program, guys I hadn't talked to in maybe
yeah,
40 years. So it was
wow,
quite something, and
that's
those
awesome.
relationships that you establish, just like you did with your friend in Iowa, um, those help shape you, and
Yeah,
obviously you're turning out to be a really great young man. We got all these nice things everybody keeps saying about you. I'm gonna have to just keep putting them up here. All right,
thank you.
Tiffy Tiff says, "Don't be humble now. Brag about the best basketball record at Calvary and beating St. E. Woohoo! You all are going to
Yep,
do that for baseball too. All right, go ahead and talk
yep.
about it since it's there."
All right. Yeah. So, brand new head coach. Other coach was awesome, but I think this year uh, we were able to kind of use our skill set more for the basketball team. And so, yeah, uh, our assistant coach that we had this year, he had the their team that he was on set the record for the most wins in the season. That was 17, and then we just beat it versus CIS this year. So second to last game of the season, we got to 18 and 7 losses, and then beating St. Elizabeth. We hadn't done that in a decade, and my assistant coach was 1 point away from doing that his junior or senior year, but we finally got the job done. So yeah, it was an honor to be on that team. Yeah,
Yeah, those are good things to hold on to and be able to look back on, and good memories
definitely.
not only for you, but I know probably obviously for your family. They have great memories of different things that you've done. I can remember just my family and traveling around with me when I would
Hmm.
play on the all-star team for baseball. They would travel all over the place. We went to Loveland, Colorado, and played in tournaments, and they're dragging my whole family there. And I just remember the support. I also remember my grandma getting kicked out of the baseball game because she was arguing
Oh
with the
man.
umpire too much. He kicked her out of the game.
Oh my word.
She's only,
Wow.
I was I'm 5'10" and my grandma was only like 4'11" or 10 or something like that, and she was not happy. But she
Wow.
was my grandma wasn't very sportsmanlike. And if you ever
Gotcha.
heard of Mickey Mantle, that played for the Yankees, she
Yep.
actually met him when he was in Salina, Kansas, playing there for an
Wow.
exhibition game, and she gave him a hard time. So I guess that's just who
Wow.
she was.
Man.
So what would you say um, really got you started with your love for baseball in your younger years?
Yeah, so when I first moved to Iowa, uh, my dad, especially my parents, really pushed me to get in, be involved in as many sports as I could, kind of see where I best fit, see where I like the most. And they didn't want me to just be in one sport. Um, they just wanted me to be grounded in multiple different sports. So yeah, having my parents push me from first grade and coach pitch. And then randomly got on a team with a coach that I spent the rest of my years in Iowa with, and the same friends. So we played baseball together, some basketball, some football together, since when I was in Iowa. So uh, having that relationship really helped me to have the love for the game. And then, like I said, my friend Eli pushed me in basketball a whole lot.
Hmm.
Um, so really making that kind of my focus, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I didn't ask this, but what area in Iowa did you live in?
Waterloo, Iowa, about an hour away from Cedar Rapids.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So Katie and Jay, my daughter and son-in-law, the ones that did photography and wrote your article, they live in
Yeah.
Lamoni, Iowa, just
Wow.
on the other side of the Missouri border on into Iowa off
Okay.
of I-35. So
Gotcha.
we're happy about that. They're 4 hours away instead of 15 and a half that they were in Colorado. So
Holy
we'll take
cow.
that. Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I see my wonderful friend Lois Hogan's on here, and she said, "Go, Grandma." So that's awesome. Thanks, Lois. And then we've got a comment from Courtney Crum. I'm going to go ahead and put that up here real quick. Loved watching you play. It was a huge honor to watch, and we enjoyed every minute of it. We are from Russellville, Missouri. You're a great leader on and off the court. Keep it up. Do you have any aspirations to play after graduation? So I'll let you answer that.
All right. Yeah. So one of my biggest goals from when I first came to Iowa, playing with friend Eli, was going to the NBA. But then that kind of changed. I realized um, I I didn't put the work in early enough, I guess, and didn't think I was going to be good enough to go to the NBA. And then maybe I was like, oh, maybe D1, and then D3. I thought I was really going to go to D3 from sophomore year to the beginning of this year. But I think since I made sports and especially basketball really a job, I felt like I had too much of a job in it, and not enough fun. And so uh, didn't totally lose the love for the game, but I don't want that uh, to ever be the case. So figured that going to college debt free and being able to come back home, spend time with my girlfriend and my family was probably more important than playing basketball for right now. But maybe a walk on might see about doing a walk on, but we'll see.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And that took
Yeah.
care of a question that I was going to have for later on. So thank you, Courtney, for taking
All
care of
right.
that. It's it's more fun having somebody else ask questions, so that's great.
That's right.
Uh, what about your teammates? What have they meant to you, and how have they helped you and challenged you to be the best that you could be?
Oh gosh, my teammates mean everything to me. Um, they have pushed me in so many ways. Uh, they have always been there for me, directly or indirectly. They have texted me whenever I'm sick, making sure I'm okay, and just encouraging me. I think this year was the biggest next play mentality. My coach Weimar ingrained at us from a devotion that we did every practice or every game. Um, yeah, so next they would always come up to me when I was down. Eddie, next play, next play. So that was huge. And the accountability. My friend Jack Schnitzler and I, we always had off season during the fall, and so we would go to the Y and train, lift weights, and then play basketball. So that was huge for the accountability part. Um, and and then they were my brothers.
Hmm.
If I was struggling with something, especially my loss of my grandma, and then being sick that week before and week after, they were huge about encouraging me uh, and saying God's got you.
Hmm.
So, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's very cool. Um, it's
definitely,
important to have that support in it.
big time.
Uh, Talking about support too. I mean, talk a little bit about your education and why that's been so important to you.
Yeah. Um, so I'm definitely grateful for my Christian education. Learning um, the the Christian worldview is huge for me and my family. Being able to learn the history and seeing that the Bible is really truth from different history books uh, kind of matches up with the Bible. So that's really neat to see. And then all my teachers and stuff, man, they are amazing. They stay after school and help me with homework whenever I needed it. Whenever I was stressed out junior year, came to school early, helped me with math. They've been everything for me. So it's been great to have them, especially being a dual sport athlete, having uh, those teachers to really fall back on
Hmm.
and know that they're there for me. But then they also come to games and support me. So it's really
Hmm.
neat that I have teachers like that.
Yeah, that's great support, and it kind of helps you connect with them a little bit more too. That's and you gain that respect and just having that
Yeah,
relationship. You
yeah,
were kind of getting me fired up there for a little bit, talking about apologetics and why you believe
yeah,
in what you believe, and I was just all of a sudden started saying, yeah, the Bible is historical. It's historical documents. There's over
yeah,
66,000 Old Testament historical documents, over 24,000 New Testament historical documents. The next
yeah.
closest is Homer's Iliad with 643. So you got me fired up there. So I just had to share that real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So
I'm
I've
also
go ahead.
super blessed for my education. Like there's many kids my age around the globe that don't get to receive the education that I have. So I don't want to ever take it for granted. So I push myself both in sports and in the classroom. So I think that's definitely something that every student athlete should do. So yeah,
Absolutely. You know, that that time that you've been in high school, when people say actions speak louder than words, I mean that obviously is true. With
hmm,
anyone. I just through all the different experiences that I've had through obviously being in the high school so many years ago, but then being in the high schools today, going around and doing the interviews and the photo shoots and just kind of seeing what the environment's like. You're some are private schools, some are Christian schools, some are public schools, and just
Yep.
the big variety. And it's so
Yeah.
important to see young men and women that are living out their faith and being a light that's shining in the darkness. And
Yeah.
when you see kids that you obviously know that are lost and um, who knows what they're dealing with at home, they need somebody to walk by and give them a smile and encouragement. And
Definitely.
I can already tell that you're that type of person. So keep doing that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let's ask one last question before we take our break. Tell us about
All
the
right.
awards and recognition that you've received in academics, and what has that meant to you?
Yeah. So obviously, I don't do any of the leadership or service or friendly actions to get recognition. I do it because that's what Jesus asked of us to do. If you love me, then you will love others. And so that's definitely something I cherish. I love to do things for others. I love to be a helping hand, but also to be someone to encourage and to strengthen and to love others. So um, it's nice to receive those recognitions, especially for college and for jobs. Um, but I do everything for God's glory. So yeah,
Well, you're doing an outstanding job, and keep doing that because that's what he calls you to do. So, well,
thank you.
we have gone through the first half of this. Let's go ahead and do a quick sponsor break, and then we'll be right back and start our second segment.
CNS Business Services has been connecting employees with employers since 1977. Recently, CNS rebranded to CNS Employment Solutions to more clearly define their mission of serving the needs of applicants, employees, and businesses while remaining current and evolving with the changes in the workforce. One important thing has not changed. CNS Employment Solutions partners with a wide variety of employers, placing employees in jobs that match their skills and needs.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, CNS Employment Solutions, they have been with us from the very beginning. We are now in our 11th year at Sports Locker Magazine. And let's see, I was telling Eddie before we started the program that in 2020 or 2020, we started doing this program, and they've been a sponsor of it as well. So we appreciate everything that they do, uh, helping us tell student athletes stories as well as being able to share those with you. And we greatly appreciate that. But they also help people in mid Missouri find jobs, and they help employers find people to fill those jobs. So they've been doing that for a long time, and they're outstanding at it. So we appreciate everything that they do. And we also appreciate Big Whiskies for being our Coach of the Issue sponsor, like Capital City Cavalier coach Joseph Collier. Um, Coaches are absolutely crucial in helping to develop the character and the discipline and the competitive nature of our student athletes, as well as mentoring them, spending all the time that they do with them away from their families. I just can't say enough about coaches and everything that they pour into our kids, and I'm thankful, and we're thankful that we get to recognize them as well. So we want to just thank Big Whiskies for giving a shout out to them. All right. Well, we have been talking to Eddy Brooks, and we're going to take a couple more comments here before I bring Eddie back on, and want to be able to read those real quick. Let's see. Justin Russell says, "You're an amazing leader, not only on the court, but how your leader off the court is amazing. Leading by example is something that will always be seen by the next leaders at Calvary. So thankful that God put you in the lives of our youth. Thank you from the Russell family." And then let's see. Eddie is genuinely one of my biggest role models. I'm so proud to call him friend. He's one of the most biblical and dedicated people I know, and he does his best no matter the situation. I admire him. And that is from at hello, hi, goodbye. I like that. That's good. And then Lizzie Brooks, so proud of you, bud. This is so amazing and inspiring. Keep shining your light for Christ. Thank you guys again for sharing that. And let's go ahead and bring Eddy back on for the second half of the program. Again, some nice things being said about you. That's speaks of your character greatly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we kind of transitioned from that first segment into this one by talking about coach of the issue, but why don't you tell us a little bit about your coaches in baseball and basketball and what have you appreciated about them?
Yeah. So for baseball, Coach Galbraith encouraged me and coming kind of I took a gap year for about 4 years from baseball, and he encouraged me to still play for the team 10th grade year. And uh, so he's been a huge encouragement for me, and really worked with me on baseball, my hitting, uh, working with me on my pitching, all that stuff. And then he comes and encourages me on the basketball floor as well. So need of him to do that. And then for basketball, Coach Monson was my coach 10th grade and 11th grade. And then Coach Hagemeyer was the assistant coach when he was the head coach. They didn't pressure me with the load of the team, but they gradually added uh, mind and physical skills to my game to help strengthen the team, especially being a 10th grader, the point guard of the team. Um, Coming new into Calvary, it was a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Um, what at least what could have been, but they kind of keep the load off, but gradually assisted me. It made me a better player overall. And then Jabez came to Calvary this year, and he has trained my confidence so much. So I'm very grateful for him. He really pushed me. He was like, uh, I just he just needed to push a little confidence out of me. I wasn't super confident in myself, and he said, "You just need to sometimes take control. You just need to uh, not be not be super selfish, but sometimes be selfish." So that's what great players need to do on the basketball court. And then Coach Weimar, one of my best friends, easily. I love him to death. He picks me and drops me off whenever I didn't have a car. Took me and we scouted teams together. We got Pancheros or Smoothie King probably every month or so. Stayed late at the gym, got there early so I could practice, so I could get better, work on my footwork and stuff. Encouraged me daily, pushed me, had fun with him. Came to my Bible studies that I led. So I can't say enough about Coach Weimar.
Well, you did outstanding. You even went on into the next question I had for you, and you answered it already. So that was great. They just coaches help increase your level of play by challenging you and encouraging you, and it sounds like they did an outstanding job with that. So let's
Yeah.
go ahead and talk about what it was like playing for the basketball fans at Calvary Lutheran. What was that like?
It was exciting. The fans get super excited. Um, every game, there's quite a few students that show up in the Lions Den, um, and every parent and grandparent after the game comes up and congratulates me, or after a loss says how well I did, how to keep my head up and keep working. Because I'm a great player, but more importantly, they encourage me in my faith, and say uh, how Christ's light was shown by my playing today. And when the student section gets hype from a nail biter, especially the first game of the season, New Bloomfield, they were rowdy, uh, and that really pumps up us players. We get into it a lot, and then obviously whenever I had the first couple dunks that Calvary's ever seen, they got into it. So it was really neat to see.
That's good. I love the name of the student section, the Lions Den. I mean, if that's not
Yep.
intimidating, I don't know what is.
I know. Yeah.
that's
It's
great.
really cool. Yeah.
So what would you say are some of your fondest memories over your career for basketball?
Yeah, so definitely playing one on one with my best friend Eli and his dad till dark. Um, as an eighth grader at LPA, I had the privilege of playing varsity, and the coach put me in one game with a couple minutes left. We were probably up by 20 or 30, and I shot from half court and banked it in. Coach came up to me later. He was like, "I would have been so mad if you at you if you would have missed it, but you made it, so I can't be too mad." And then at LPA, we had a Christian school tournament every year for it was kind of like their state. So going and spending 3 days in Joplin with the team is always super fun. Being in the pool and the in the hotel.
Hmm.
Um, and then here in the student section, yell my name at LPA when I was in eighth grade. That was always neat. Having the having young kids come in, I guess they excited for that. And then beating personal game records for points, rebounds, and blocks this year. Always exciting. Beating St. Elizabeth, like I mentioned earlier, beating New Bloomfield after not beating them last year, and then beating Vienna in a tight conference game. Um, Probably this year accumulating over 1,000 points in my 3 years at Calvary. Definitely exciting. And then five games this season, or five dunks this season. Um, yeah,
That's outstanding. That's good. And again, you flowed
yeah.
right into the next question, and that's awesome. 1,000 points in your career. That's very good. Uh,
Thank you.
there's not a lot of student athletes that accomplish that, so that's a great accomplishment. So good job.
Thank you.
Let's see. So your teachers and administration at Calvary Lutheran, how have they helped to challenge you to be better as a student athlete?
Yeah, so I think I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, making sure that I get all my homework done. They allow me to come into school early, and then stay later if I have later practice. Being able to uh, help me with all my homework that needs to be done, but also um, making sure like right before districts, I got sick, so they were more than willing to, I guess, let me sleep in class, which I normally don't do. So they were willing to kind of let me rest, so that I was ready for district play, and then uh, letting me, uh, I guess, have a little grace when it came to long nights on the road for the next morning for classes. Yeah, just their encouragement has always meant a lot to me.
Well, I will say this. I know that from working with the administration at Calvary Lutheran, they do such an outstanding job, and they really, really are focused on the education and the
Hmm.
faith part of it. A lot of times,
Yeah.
I know that they would ask me, they would ask me if the student athlete would say anything about their faith or anything along that line. And you definitely
Mhm.
covered that. You did a great job, and we didn't even have to ask you. So good job with that.
Thank you.
uh, let's go ahead and talk about your family. Tell us about your parents first, and what do you appreciate about them, and how have they impacted who you are?
Yeah. So from the get-go, they always did what they thought was best for me. Always give me advice on what I should do. Very grateful for that advice because not every kid gets that advice from their parents. And then uh, always coached me, um, especially my dad, uh, before games, day before games, after games. He was kind of my side coach. Tell me things that I can improve on. Tell me things that the team that we're gonna play next is gonna do. Um, so always super grateful for him for being that little side coach. And they drove me all over the place. Drove me to the Y. Drove me to my friends' houses. Drove me to practices all over the place so I could be where I wanted to be because I had goals and they wanted me to succeed at those goals. And so they were always super happy whenever I was happy. So it was
Hmm.
really neat for them. Um, they loved me when I was down. Uh, after big losses, they loved on me. Didn't coach me up that time. Um, they they said how proud they were of me, and that I can kind of the next play mentality, kind of
Hmm.
come back from it. Um, and then yeah, proud when I was up too. Uh, they didn't they never bragged on me, which I really appreciate. They're kind of humble about it. Uh, and yeah, all my work, they love me. So
Yeah. Um, I worked with your mom a little bit over at Lighthouse Preparatory Academy when she was the athletic
yeah,
director over there. So
yeah,
worked with her a little bit then. Uh,
yeah,
today was the first day I got to meet your dad, and so that was
yeah,
really cool. I was in at
yeah.
Keller Family Chiropractic and got to meet him there. So we got a great
Awesome.
family. Very good.
Yeah, I cannot say enough about my parents. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they're
good.
such a blessing to me.
All right, Tippy Tip says, talk about your stat book dad keeps. It's such a great idea. Love it.
Yeah, my dad. I kind of got him. I asked him if he would take stats for me, starting probably eighth grade year, and or no seventh grade year. So he found a red journal, and ever since seventh grade year, he's been keeping stats in that journal and always always on the sideline, writing down predictions for the game and the game that's ahead. And a lot of times he would be right on the predictions. So he's always always been that coach on the sideline. So yeah.
Well, he is a praying man, right?
He is.
So he
He
got a
is.
little bit
That's
of
for
inside
sure.
stuff there.
Yep. Yep.
Very good. Um, what now? Talk about any siblings and other family, if you would.
Yeah. So my sister and my brother, um, the ones that live with here, with the ones that are closest with me. My sister's been my best friend since I came out of the womb. I guess I have memories of dancing with her. She would always dress me up in princess dresses. But those little memories, even though they're not super masculine for me, and I wouldn't be okay with them right now. They always
That's
they
good.
help me grow. Yeah, they help me grow into who I am. And then my brother, playing basketball with him for the first time since he started basketball this year, is really really cool experience. Coach let him play on the varsity game, one game for our homecoming, and I got a rebound, passed an assist to him, and he made the bucket. So
Okay.
that was really neat of coaches to let us play together
Hmm.
for one last time. So yeah,
Yeah. Very good. Well, in your article, you also talked about, you talked quite a bit about your faith, and you would do a pregame prayer. Why was that so important to you before you got out on the court?
yeah. So uh, I started it when I came to Calvary, but then 10th and 11th grade year, I did it off and on. My prayers were kind of set in stone. I would kind of say like, "Dear Lord, please help me in this game. Please help me to give all glory to you. Amen." But then this year, I guess they really became more sincere. I really grew in my faith this year, I believe, and uh, I would say, "Dear Lord, um, obviously, please be with me, but please give me the strength, because you gave me the ability to play this game. So please let me give 100% for you, because you allow me, you gave me the blessing every day to play the sport that I love, to do the thing I love. Um, please grant me success at it, but also." Please let me glorify you in all that I do. And please help other people to see your light shine, because I play for you. So, yeah,
Very good.
yeah,
Very
huge
good.
part of my he's part of my pregame. So
Yeah, that's a that would be a good start for a lot of people beginning their day. So that's
definitely,
Lord, show me how I can glorify you today. Um,
yep,
we pray that very often, so that's a
yeah.
great way to go about it.
Yeah.
Um,
Sometimes definitely sometimes tough, especially against tough teams,
mhm.
and in really competitive games. But I like this year, I didn't I didn't really get down on myself. I could definitely see God's work in me, being thankful for every opportunity, and having that mindset, that I was playing for Him, not for myself. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, in your article was titled 16 minutes then 8. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so again, dad being the coach on the side, um, I think one game after a really tough loss, I can't remember if it was 10th grade or 11th grade season, but he came to me. He was like, "I have two things for you. Uh, you got to play with the Eye of a Tiger, the song, um, and also you got to remind yourself at half you have 16 minutes to give it your all. You have 16 minutes. That's not very much time." And then he was like, "Remind yourself at end of the third quarter, you have 8 minutes to give everything you have, to put it all, to leave it all on the court." Um, so I'm super grateful for him that, and I definitely took those words and used them. And I told my teammates that we have 16 minutes, boys. We have 8 minutes. Let's do it. So yeah,
Very cool. How do you want to be remembered at Calvary Lutheran?
um, man, I want to be remembered as someone who put everything into many different things. Put everything into the classroom. Uh, Give 100% on all my homework. Um, I want to be remembered as someone who always gave back to the people around me. Um, always always pushed other people to be the best that they can be. To be the uh, to be great disciples for Christ. Um, but to believe in Him. Um, yeah, always wanting to make people better. Make me better, make other people better alongside me. Now I want to be remembered as someone who loved everyone by representing Jesus Christ. Um, and then humbly a sinner. Um, everyone's a sinner and I'm a sinner, but I'm a servant of God, who stood for the cross on my back. It's one thing my mom always told me: play for the cross on your back. Uh, and so that's what I do.
Yeah, very good. And
Yeah,
also you can add with that and the victory of the open grave.
that's right. Yeah,
And that is uh, that is such a we're getting to that time of the year when we reflect on that. And you know
yep.
I think for the past 8 or 9 years we have gone out on Highway 50 over by Capitol Plaza Hotel, and along that stretch we have done something called Carry the Cross, and we will have
Wow.
somewhere between I think about 50 white PVC pipe crosses that are 10 feet tall, standing on the side of the road just waving at people as they go by.
Wow.
And I can't tell you how impactful that is. I mean, we're not even really saying anything, just waving at people going by, and the conviction of the cross.
Hmm.
We've heard multiple times where that really impacted somebody, and
Yeah,
um, it speaks a message, and it's still speaking today, and it will speak until he comes back. So,
definitely. That's right.
well, we are
Yep.
pretty much done here, Eddie. I just want to ask you a couple things, and we'll close out. What are some things that you like to do in the spare time that you really don't have?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, at Calvary, one elective is woodshop. I got into that last year. I have really enjoyed woodshop. Any of my spare time really goes to that when I'm at school and my woodshop teacher is there. So I made some pretty cool things. I think my mom and dad and my girlfriend's family really enjoy the creations that I've made. So That's been a blessing that Calvary has to offer. And then shooting guns, I did trap shooting and might continue trap shooting in college. We'll see where that leads.
Okay.
Hiking, and then playing every sport possible. I'm an active guy. I don't like to sit around, sit on screens. I like to be outside and do things that keep me fit. And so weightlifting is also part of that. Really got into weightlifting when I went to Lighthouse. Some mentors of mine got me into it. And then spending quality time with my family and friends, playing card games, again, playing sports, playing pickleball. I just got into
Uh-huh.
pickleball, so that's been fun. And then just doing different service projects. I'm in NHS, but also just serving around the community, trying to be a helpful hand
Yeah.
wherever God needs me. So,
Well, very good. All right, so I'm just going to ask you two quick speed round questions. And so you had
all
talked
right,
about it earlier, Pancheros. I would say, what's your
yep.
favorite go-to snack or meal after a game? But tell me what's your favorite thing at Pancheros?
Pancheros. My go-to is the chicken rice bowl with pinto beans. I try to lather everything on there, so everything that's free. My dad always tells me to get the stuff that's free. And so like the cheese, sour cream, sauteed veggies, uh, corn salsa, pico de gallo, regular salsa, all that stuff.
Okay. Don't do the hot sauce. You don't do the red one.
I don't. Occasionally do the hot sauce. Normally the medium.
Yeah, yeah,
don't want to don't want to start dripping in my nose. So,
yeah. All right, good. All right, last question. What is your least favorite chore to do around the house and why?
oh gosh, probably the dishes. I don't know very many people that love doing dishes, but I'll do them occasionally for my mom. Probably should be better at that. But we all have things that we can work on. So,
Okay. Well, just so you know, that's the number one answer from pretty much everybody. The second place
really,
is having to clean the bathroom. So
huh?
you hit the number one answer.
All right,
All
good
right.
good
Well,
stuff.
Eddie, we've got a lot of people who are still commenting, but we've kept you on here for a long time, and you've done an outstanding job. And I'm going to have you hold on until after I close out the program. Any final words
All
you
right.
want to say?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for all the encouragement. Thank you for all the people that came on and joined. You guys mean so much to me. You hold a great place in my heart. And obviously, thank you, Jesus, for this opportunity, for giving me the opportunity to do the things that I love around the people that I love. So, yeah,
All right. Well, Eddie, great job, and thank you for coming on here tonight. I'll close out, and then I'll visit with you right afterwards. Okay.
sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. All right. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And wow, you guys did an outstanding job with comments and any questions you did. Amazing. Appreciate that. Feel free to share the program with your friends, family, classmates, whoever it is that you want to share it with, because it's an outstanding young man that we talked to tonight, and I'm sure they could definitely gain some inspiration from some of the different things that he said and just the young man that he is. You guys can be proud. Um, I'm extremely honored to be able to do this program and visit with great young men and women, um, great student athletes like Eddy Brooks. And so, again, thank you guys for joining us. I am your host, Kirk DeMars of Sports Locker Magazine and One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And we'll be on here again next week with another student athlete. Until then, God bless you, and we will see you then.